Welcome everybody. My name is Roman Villarreal. I'm from Sky Art Virtual Studios. And glad that you could all join us today, considering everything that's going on here. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing, I say this with a lot of my fellow artists. When we run out of paint, we go to what they call collage. Collage basically is a very simple process that everybody has magazines and all kinds of things around the house. We're going to be using today, it's an old technique. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. What we're going to be using today is basically something very simple. You start off with a magazine, an old magazine preferably. Old magazine preferably. Like for instance, like myself, with these ones, I hate destroying these, but anything works. Okay? So what you actually do is you go through the magazine, you open it up, and say, for instance, right away, first page. I like something with a lot of color. So I would grab it safely using scissors. You cut out the form. See? You don't have to make it even cuts because this is going to be layered. And personally myself, I like a lot of the figures with a lot of color. Now, depending on what you're working with, you can cut out flowers, animals, literally anything that comes out. So it looks something like this. You know, something very simple, okay? Now what I did is I went out and the other day, since I'm working on some projects, I went and did a lot of cutouts already set up. So it would look something like this. They would look like this. You know, cutouts of this, kittens, straight up color, which is very nice color. See, I like a lot of abstracts. You could also use people, animals. It's really up to the individual artist and the whim and the things that you have available. Because once you put it all together, it actually looks pretty nice. So there's really one of those projects, there's really no mistakes could be done. Now, some of the materials we're going to use, your primary tool is going to be your scissors. And this material here is called Mog Podge. Mog Podge is interesting because when you first start looking at it, it's going to look kind of milky. But it dries clear. And it's very fast drying. I suggest that when you're working with Mog Podge, wear gloves. Very important. Put an apron on just for clothes. And like you see here, if you're working on a table, make sure you have something so you don't put something on the table or anything like that. The next thing you would need would be a brush, because what we're going to do is we're going to be brushing it on, and I'll show you as we go along how to use the actual brush with this. Now, the next step is, again, you could use anything. I chose this one because it was handy at home, but literally you could use cardboard, boards, literally anything could be covered in Mog Podge. Okay, so what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to be saying, I said to myself, what am I going to do today? Okay, I'm going to do a fish. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. Now depending on the material that you're using, you try to use as much of it as you possibly can. Since I'm doing a fish, I'm going to be going like this. Just a simple thing, nothing fancy, because everything is going to be the Mog Podge. Okay, you notice I'm not going to put no eyes or nothing because we'll get to that in a bit, okay? So here we have something very simple. It's just a quick line of a fish. Scoring basically means that you're cutting along the line, you know, and basically like this. Now this, if you do it the way I'm doing right now, it should cut all the way through. Now sometimes you might have to go and do it a second time. Now you notice that sometimes, you know, you get off the line. Do not worry, it's still gonna work out. Okay, now sometimes you might have to lift a little bit just to go through all the way through. Now, always be careful when you're working with a sharp tool. Now the reason I'm lifting it up because you don't want to cut your mom and dad's table. So that's why you have to be a little bit careful with this. That's why if you work with cardboard or any other material, scissors works just as well. Now don't worry about the edging and all that because we're going to be covering up with the Mog Podge. Now, you take the excess material always keep your workspace as clean as possible. You know, now you'll notice why I said cover it with something, because you'll notice I scratched some of this. So that's one of the reasons, so mom, dad, don't get mad at you. Have something to cover it when you cut it. Or, like I said, scissors work just as well. But in this case, it was a little bit easier for me to use the exacto knife. When you're through with the knife, always be careful. Put it back. Make sure, and take it away, so now it's out of the way. Now, the first thing you do, the next step is you take some of the Mog Podge, which is basically, you can buy it in any of the, this is a pretty handy piece of equipment. Usually use it a lot. Artists use it to cover up their paintings. And it works for so many things. It's a multiple thing. This is, everybody must have this as an artist because it works for so many things. Okay? Now, you can either do it two ways. Pour a little bit into your container, like so. Close it again, because as we're working sometimes you might spill or something like this. Now, what we'll do first is usually you'll lay things out like this in front of you as you go along, like this. And then you start picking things out at random. Okay, the first thing I'm going to pick out, I like this color. This is very nice. Very good. So what you do is you do like this. You grab some of the Mog Podge like this. See, I'm going to place it the middle. I'm going to put it right in the middle. You know, just smear it, do not worry. Because see, what's interesting about this material here, it dries clear. It'll look like, oh my God, this looks, thing, you know, it's all white like this. No. What happens is, after it dries, it gives it a real nice, clear thing. Then what I do is I give it another coat like this, hit it with the brush. Okay, let me see. So, kitten. See again, wherever you're going to place it, like say I'm going to place it right back here. Now mind you, we're going to be doing overlays. Overlays, okay, put a little bit in the paper. Now you notice I'm wearing gloves. Gloves are very important because it's sticky. It's sticky. Now when you do something like this right here, you're gonna have to do it on both sides. So you grab it, flip it over, put a little bit of Mog Podge on the edging. Make sure you get it on the edges. Then you grab your whatever you're gonna add on there, you soak it with Mog Podge again. Then you grab it like so and just fold it over. Fold it over. Now, when you fold it over, it'll look like this. Now you'll notice that when you get to this part like this, you'll notice that, see how it's sticking out like that? What I do is I grab the scissors, go like this, and just that little cut right there allows you to fold it. See, and once you fold it, you grab everything like this, then you grab your Mog Podge and you go like this. See, you grab it on the edges, soak it nice thing. And what happens is when the paper gets wet, it shapes a lot easier. So you grab from this and like here. Again, you go like this, and you covered the edging. Now, as the paper gets wet, it's more pliable. In other words, it's easier to because when it first looks, it looks like it's not going to bend, but it will. sample of a finished one that I just recently did. Now you'll notice how I did the edges. I cut it out to shape it like a little bit like a horse with an eagle. You know, the shape, it doesn't make a difference. It's just the patterns that you get, and they're all at random. You'll notice I put in a monkey. There's an apple. There's all kinds of things that you could put in there, but it's up to the artist on what you're doing. Here we are, almost at the finished stages. Now you'll notice, like I mentioned, it looks like it's milky and all this, but once it dries completely, it'll dry clear. So when you look at it like this and you say, oh no, we did the wrong, no, this is the way it looks when it's drying. Once it dries, it'll clear like this. It'll dry clear. Now this is the one side. Now this is the opposite side. Now you'll notice you'll be able to hang it or come up with something creative where you can stand it like this. But me personally, I like hanging things, so I would hang it somewhere about here. So that way you'll get the effect. Now, once it completely dries, if your imagination says, you could take a dark piece of thing, and right where the eyes are, you put a little black dot, and one on the other side, and you will have eyes. And here you have a fish made out of collage.